Ranga's marriage. You have already started the story. Now I'm going to summarize the story for all of you. Let's know about the author. Masti Venkatesh Iyengar was well-known writer in Kannada language. He was fourth among the Kannada writers to be honored with the Gyanpith Award and the highest literary honor conferred in India. Born on 6 June 1891, Hosahalli, and died on the same day, 6 June 1986. Bengaluru at the age of 95. Now he wrote his many famous work still exist in Kannada language. The narrator Shyama tells the reader about the title of the story, which is not very fancy as he wanted to keep things simple. He then talks about the character in the story who belongs to the village Hosahalli and that no one has ever heard. Not even the cartographer. Who is a cartographer? The one who designs and traces the map. Has ever mentioned the name of this village on any of the maps. The village Hosahalli is located in Mysore. It is famous for its extra savor unripe mangoes. Very, ridiculously mentioned that savory, unripe mangoes were famous for that place, and this is the only thing the place is famous for, which can also cause cough, and he pinpoints the negative aspect of it. The narrator then recalls a 10-year-old story when there were no English-speaking people in this village. The village accountant was the first villager who had enough courage to send his son to Bangalore to study. The whole village collects around Ranga's when he returns house from Bangalore. When he returns back to his village, an old lady even touches Ranga's chest to check whether he is still wearing Jana or what is sacred thread or not. That means he is still intact to his cultures and his traditions. After confirming the same, the whole village is happy to know that he has not changed to an Englishman after coming from the city. The narrator meets Ranga and at his home where he greets narrator by touching his feet. Now, he is still a cultured fellow. The narrator gets impressed and blessed him by saying that may he gets married soon. The next afternoon, Ranga visits narrator's home and gives him some oranges. The narrator discusses Ranga's plan about marriage and gets disappointed after knowing that fact that he had no interest in getting married at early age. And he was not in mood to marry. After chatting for a little longer, the narrator makes up his mind that he would get him married. This is a challenge he accepts, that he'll do some manipulation, he will do some tricks to get him attracted to the girl he wanted him to marry. The narrator thinks of Ratna, Rama Rao's niece, a pretty girl of 11. Just 11. Think of the petty age they used to get married, who had come to stay with him. She was from a big town, so she knew how to play veena and harmonium, those instruments, musical instruments. She also had a sweet voice. She's a good singer, and both her parents had died and her uncle had brought her home. As narrator narrator Shyama, Ranga was just a boy for her and she the most suitable bride for him. The very next morning, the narrator goes to Rama Rao's house and tells Rama Rao's wife to send Ratna for collecting some buttermilk or whey. He also invites Ranga to his home. When Ranga reaches the narrator's home, he is attracted to the melodious voice of Ratna and tries to ask more details of her. That means he is infatuated, attracted by the girl. The narrator tells him nothing as Ranga was not prepared for marriage and creates a curiosity about Ratna in Ranga's mind. Next day, he meets Shastri. Shastri is an astrologer of the village and discusses something about Ranga and Ratna. He also informs him that he will meet him again same day. So he infuses something in his mind. He gives something about Ranga is an aspiration, and he trains him, and he wanted him to say everything what he want to say in front of Ranga. The narrator then introduces his name as Shyama and visits Ranga's home. In the South Indian language, A is added to their names, like Ram becomes Rama, Shyam becomes Shyama. He then takes Ranga to Shastri and tells Shastri to read about predictions of stars for Ranga. Shastri tells Ranga that he is lost in the thought of a girl whose name might start with something related to the ocean. As per the stars, the girl's name could be Kamala, Pachichi, Moss, Pearl, or Ratna. On hearing the Shyam confirms the girl name is Ratna and asks if there any chances of marriage of Ranga with her. Finally, Ranga and Ratna gets married and are blessed with a boy. Now we take the story little further. After a few years, Ranga invites Shyama to his home on the dinner on occasion of his son's third birthday. Shyama visits Ranga's home with his sister so that she could help Ranga's wife for preparing dinner, as Ranga's wife was 8 months pregnant. And he also gets surprised to know that Ranga keeps his son name also as Shyam, which was same as his name. Both name the Ranga's son and the narrators because he feels he is responsible for their marriage. The narrator kisses him on his cheek and places a ring on his tiny little finger. He gives a ring to the little boy on his third birthday. This is a humorous, hilarious story. I hope you liked it. That's all in the story. I hope